How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to We the Fandom. Now, was it just me, or was the Captain America 4 trailer actually good? It gave me major Winter Soldier vibes, which happens to be my favorite MCU film, and I believe ranks fairly high even among general audiences. If you paid attention to the trailer, what we know from the film so far follows a lot of the major story beats from Captain America the Winter Soldier. You have Sam Wilson as Captain America facing what seems to be a type of shadow government. A friend of his has turned into a brainwashed assassin. That would be Isaiah Bradley, who actually faced the Winter Soldier during the Korean War. That assassin is used to possibly fake the death of Thunderbolt Ross, who becomes Red Hulk. And I think he's going to fake his death because that's what he does in the comics. Thunderbolt Ross fakes his death so that nobody knows that he is the Red Hulk. What he actually does is he turns into the Red Hulk and kills an LMD version of himself. Now, I don't think they're going with the LMD version. I think they're going to fake his assassination. And then when he's in the emergency room, they're going to quote unquote kill him like they did with Nick Fury, but then take him into like a laboratory where they turn him into the Red Hulk. And then also Sam Wilson as Captain America gets his own Falcon in Joaquin Torres, who was introduced in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, Joaquin Torres in the comics actually has bird-like powers, but just like Sam Wilson, I don't think they're going to do anything like that. I think they're just going to give him another pair of wings. Now, the very thing that I liked about the trailer also makes me skeptical. The MCU has been in a hole for a while, and at this point, even the normies and some of the woke are admitting to it. Disney is trying to turn Marvel around. I'm sure they think that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be a huge stepping stone to do that. And with all the reshoots that they've done with Captain America 4, I think it's their all or nothing gamble. I mean, Sam Wilson isn't a big character, but with the amount of money they put into the film, with all the cameos they're going to have, Bruce Banner is rumored to cameo. You have Isaiah Bradley, you're going to have the Red Hulk, you have the leader who is the main villain of the film. You have Giancarlo Esposito, who is playing an as of yet unnamed character, who is rumored to play an original character, though I actually have a theory about that I'll talk about in a little bit. But my worry with Captain America 4 is that it's going to be Marvel just trying to play on the nostalgia of Captain America the Winter Soldier, trying to bring you back to that kind of golden age of the MCU, phase 2, when things weren't perfect yet, but they were building to that point. And Captain America the Winter Soldier, despite being phase 2, like I said before, is one of the all-time greats of the MCU. And so this could be Marvel's Force Awakens. Because The Force Awakens was, in many ways, a nostalgia trip for the original trilogy. And Disney made it that way on purpose so that they would get you to come back, they would get you to talk about how great it was, how it reminded you of your childhood, and hoping that you would come back for the sequels. This is Sam Wilson. He is not Steve Rogers. Whether it's in the films or the comics, he just doesn't have the same pull. But they're trying to remind you of what it felt like to watch The Winter Soldier. They're trying to make it bigger in some ways with all these cameos, with adding a Hulk into the mix. But I think there's a good chance it's going to fall short. Because if you don't care for Sam Wilson, they're giving you all these cameos and all these other plot points. Like, if you didn't notice, they actually put Tiamat, the Celestial, that big Celestial that was frozen into an island in the Eternals film, he's going to be in the film. According to leaks and rumors, different governments from around the world are basically fighting over the Celestial because his body contains adamantium, which is, of course, the metal that was bonded to the bones of Wolverine, and is actually stronger than vibranium. So, whichever country gets a hold of the most adamantium will actually be a step above Wakanda. So you've got the Celestial and potential adamantium plotline. You've got Hulks, and you've got again whoever Giancarlo Esposito is playing. He said he's playing an original character, that they made up an original character for him. I think it's possible that he's playing a character called GW Bridge. Now, before Marvel made Black Nick Fury in the Ultimates, they had a character named GW Bridge who acted as the interim director of S.H.I.E.L.D. during the 90s when Nick Fury was on the run. He's kind of a morally gray character, and from the trailer, you don't really know which side he's on. He seems like a menacing character because Giancarlo Esposito is playing him, but I think it'd actually be interesting to see him in a role where he is maybe morally gray or even more of a good character. Either way, you have lots of things going on to kind of buffer between the fans who don't really care for Sam Wilson and want to see Steve Rogers as Captain America in order to get them to come and see the film anyways. But if you are a fan of Sam Wilson, I don't think you're going to get an in-depth character study for Steve Rogers the way you did during the Steve Rogers trilogy. And so, between the lack of potential focus on the main character, as well as the overabundance of different storylines, I don't think this film is going to have as much impact as Marvel hopes it will on the fandom. I think for most of the fandom, it's going to be exactly as we expect it, which, will be kind of a mid film. It might not be super terrible, but it's not going to be super awesome either. It'll be cool to see the Red Hulk, but Red Hulk isn't the main point of the film. It's Sam Wilson. And no matter what you do, Sam Wilson just isn't as interesting as Steve Rogers. Hell, even characters like Hawkeye and Black Widow, I don't think should have gotten their own TV series and films. They just don't have the same star power as Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, and the Hulk. But then again, the MCU is known for notoriously editing and having deceptive trailers, as well as for actors to outright lie about their roles in the film. So the film could be really good. Maybe it'll be exactly as good as the trailer makes it out to be. Let me know what you guys thought about the trailer in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you would hit that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you never miss out on a new video. Thanks for watching.